Alright guys, this is Mithril, and today we're going to be talking about the Wonderlands 2 cancellation. Now I do say that in quotations because nothing has been officially confirmed nor denied at the time of this recording. But anyways, a few days ago this website mp1st.com, no idea how credible they are, first time ever hearing about this website, but basically they published an article a few days ago saying, hey, Wonderlands 2 is cancelled. All because of, let's see here, what's the info? According to our source, who has knowledge about the situation, I don't know who their source is, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2 was cancelled in recent months. This information makes sense considering factors such as the round of layoffs at Lost Boys Interactive, the studio that collaborated in developing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which suffered cuts in January and September of this year. Additionally, in February, Kotaku reported that the sequel's development had undergone a soft reboot, all amidst the sale of Gearbox to Take-Two by Embracer Group. Then it goes on to say there's other data supporting this info that can be found in the profiles of Lost Boys Interactive employees, such as artist Bemin Jackson, I think is how you say his first name, B-E-M-I-N, Bemin, who lists the game on his ArtStation profile as unpublished, which can be interpreted as a canceled project. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I don't really know if it's canceled or just shelved or what's going on. I will have some photos. I know there's just like gameplay going on in the background, but I will have photos showing you guys. And then it goes on saying another noteworthy detail is that the first mention of the game's existence revealed it was being developed using Unreal Engine 4. This connects with another LinkedIn profile of a former Lost Boys Interactive employee who worked on two projects. One developed in Unreal Engine 5 and another project that got cancelled, presumably made in Unreal Engine 4 based on the developer's skill list. Although no further details are provided, we can speculate that his last project was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2. So like I said, none of this confirmed nor denied. This is all just some guy being like, I speculate that this is what happened, you know? It's like that one meme of, I think it's like a Sunny in Philadelphia or whatever that TV show is, where that one guy has a bunch of stuff and it's all connected with like red string. Let's see, is there anything else that it says? However, it's important to note that the title in question he lists is a AA game, whereas the first Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was a AAA game. So like I said, all just speculation. There's no guarantee. But then again, I don't have any sources at Gearbox. I've never talked to Gearbox. I've never talked to anybody there. They never talked to me. So it could be possible, but nothing has been, confirmed nor denied. This is all just the source saying, like, this is what I just think, pretty much. He's just speculating. However, there was a anonymous 2K employee that is saying, no, Wonderlands 2 is not canceled. It is still in active development. So take everything you hear here with a grain of salt. Like, until you see Gearbox or Randy himself say, hey, this game is no longer in development, then just assume it's still being made. I don't know. Anyways, the reason why I made this video is because I did get a comment, well, 2 comments asking me about it, and I was like, no, I didn't hear about it until right now. And then one person did ask what I thought about Wonderlands when comparing it to the main Borderlands series. If you guys don't know, Borderlands and Wonderlands are 2 different game series, even though they're basically just like the same thing. If you go on 2K's like official website, their like store website, there will be a tab for Borderlands and a tab for Wonderlands. So even though they're basically, just the same thing, they're not. Now, how would I rate it against the main Borderlands series? Well, if it is being canceled, I would have to rate it against the pre-sequel, because if you guys do not know, the pre-sequel was developed by 2K Australia, and I think they went broke. So originally, the pre-sequel was supposed to have 4 DLCs and 2 DLC characters, Jack and Aurelia. We got those, and the one DLC being the Claptrap DLC. But because they went broke, we were not able to get all of the 4 DLCs that they were going to give us. I think they went broke anyways. That's what I understand, at least. But if we were comparing it, if it's still in active development, the closest game, at least in the Borderlands series, would be Borderlands 3. I do think that Wonderlands has a better story than BL3, but then again, that's like nothing, you know? Not really hard to beat. The bar is pretty set, or the bar is set pretty low. There we go. However, I do think that the characters themselves are pretty blah. There's like no personality because it's more of a D&D style. I like and hate the multi-class system because of that personality thing. Sure, you get to make your own character and whatnot, but I think it's just more interesting when they have a set personality and stuff already. But other than that, it's like the gameplay is pretty much the same. The guns are pretty much the same. They just have like a fantasy twist to them. So instead of barrels, they have crossbows at the end. However, if I were to rate it, including all of the Borderlands games, I think it'd be BL2, number 1, BL1. Would I rate the pre-sequel higher than BL3? The story is way better, but I feel like there's times in the pre-sequel that kind of just drag on. That's pretty much all of Eden 6 though. So BL2, BL1, pre-sequel, BL3, and then I'd probably rate Wonderlands last if we're not including the Telltale games. Like, it's all right. I don't hate it. I just like the BL3 characters more than the Wonderlands system, I think. But if we're rating just like story and stuff, I think Wonderlands definitely beats BL3. Like, I remember when I bought this game in, what, 2022 or something, when COVID was around, I bought the Super Deluxe Edition for the PS4, because I didn't have a PC at the time. And I played it once, I beat the Dragon Lord, I did the Chaos Chamber for a little bit, and then I never picked it up again. That's pretty much what happened with the pre-sequel for me. I beat it on Athena, and I was like, wow. Did one playthrough, and I was like, this game really isn't for me, and I never picked it back up until I made the channel, of course. But I wonder what Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2 would be about, because I do know that there is like multiple official D&D campaigns, but my D&D knowledge isn't really that great. My entire knowledge of D&D is like 30 minutes of Baldur's Gate 3, and I think there's a campaign around Tiamat, I think, for D&D. So that's kind of it. I mean, I do like the fantasy setting. That is definitely a good thing. But I'm just so used to like Pandora and the bandits and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I can definitely play it. I don't think it's as good as BL2. I like BL1 a lot. I know a lot of people think BL1 for whatever reason is meh, which I can kind of see. It's the first installment of the series and whatnot. But I like that better. I like how the pre-sequel took a lot of risks and stuff. There was a lot of creativity that went into it. It just unfortunately didn't get a lot of praise and acceptance by like the community, I guess. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of what I think about Wonderlands. Like, it's okay. It's not really my favorite, but it is definitely okay. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, even though I was like rambling on, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, because of what on my channel, and because I really appreciate it like always. And then I hope to see you guys next time. Away!